Hey guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about some Vanderpump Rules drama, and I'm still annoyed. I think the cameras are supposed to start rolling this week, but it's like, where are you, Bravo? You are missing everything. Now, maybe they share, I'm guessing this is just a conspiracy theory, but maybe they share a production company with another show, so they're waiting to wrap up the other show. I don't know what it is, but somebody is dropping the ball right now. And I think that the Vanderpump Rules cast would agree with this, especially Ariana Madix. Now, let's get back into it because we're back to talk about Katie Maloney, who's addressing if there was any infidelity in her marriage. Plus, she's giving us an update, what we can expect from the new season, if we're going to find out the ins and outs of her relationship and what led to the divorce. We have some ideas. She's slightly addressed it in the past, but we're going to get into it a little bit more. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Katie Maloney, who we know, Katie has been a friend for a long time. I mean, we're not close by any means, but I remember working with her at SUR, and she was a waitress at the time. She was still very much so in the restaurant because at that time, I'm guessing Vanderpump Rules wasn't paying them what they pay today. And, you know, I just have always really... I've had a soft spot for Katie. I remember when she would sit there and like pass along business ideas. And anyways, she's now opening up on her podcast about her divorce from Tom Schwartz. 4 months after her and Tom said or announced that they will be getting a divorce, Katie's looking ahead to filming the new season, season 10 of Vanderpump Rules, which is actually insane. 10 seasons, a lot of reality TV shows, excluding Housewives, you know, like The Hills or other shows, they don't really make it to 10 seasons. So, I mean, yes, you could go down the rabbit hole and tell me all of the shows like The Real World and Bachelor and all these other ones. I get that. But I'm talking about with the same cast. It's not every day. Okay. So let's jump into this as well. She admitted that she's done a lot of grieving and she's discussing whether or not there was infidelity in her marriage. I felt like Tom and I, we've always been very, very open about our relationship, the good and the bad on the show. And it's never easy. I don't look forward to airing it, but I'd rather be honest than try to manipulate or cover up or paint it in a different light or anything like that. This is what she's saying on her podcast. You're going to love me. According to Katie, she knows her, her best bet is to be present. I can't go back to where I was 6 months ago. It has to be where I'm at now. I've done a lot of grieving and mourning and healing, so I can't pick at those wounds and make myself keep going back to places that I don't want to go to. And she said, I've come so far, which for her, she really has. I mean, I give Katie and Tom the utmost respect for being able to say, I love you too. This just isn't working for us anymore, because it's not just me who was shocked by this. And I'm not even around them like the cast is, obviously. The entire cast, nobody saw this coming. When we did our Spilling Tea Live LA tour, well, our tour, but our LA location, even Tom Sandoval, which I was shocked, was like, I still am, hoping that these two will get back together and that this isn't the end. But the fact is, they've put their house on the market. They filed for divorce. They've moved into their own apartment. So it kind of looks like this would be the end, but it doesn't mean it has to be the end to a friendship. Katie confirmed that there were plenty of reasons behind her divorce filing, and things between her and Tom have remained civil. I've been very peaceful, very loving. There was no infidelity. We just grew apart. We've had great friendships, but things just happen sometimes. Unfortunately, I'm always going to love Tom. In other Katie Maloney news, we know that she shared her photo of her new place because she has her new apartment, which this is probably for me, and I know this sounds materialistic, and I'm not trying to put it that way. The hardest part would obviously be going through a divorce, but her home with Tom was absolutely beautiful. I mean, it was stunning. It was massive, and it was a dream home. Seriously. And when she said, I'm going to miss like making my house look like a Hallmark set for Christmas and all of these other things, If you guys haven't lived in LA before, yes, there are many amazing apartments, but they're so expensive. And if you move into the West Hollywood, Hollywood Hills, Los Feliz, kind of that area, you're going to get a place that's most likely dated. It's smaller. It feels like kind of darker, drearier. I've lived in so many apartments in Los Angeles, and it's really, really hard to find one that's absolutely amazing within a reasonable price range. It's Los Angeles. Okay. They did slash $154,000 off of their listing. They originally listed their Valley Village home for 2.75 million, and now it's at 2.59 million. I'm curious if this is going to be like an Erica Girardi situation where they'll have to continue to slash the price, or if they'll be able to sell it. I mean, I guess that's the last step to finalizing this divorce. Also, it looks like the cast, some of them celebrated Jax Taylor's birthday, and I don't get it. When it comes to Jax Taylor, everyone has their own opinions. Some have said that fatherhood has changed him. I've never been a huge fan, not in person. I always thought that he was very erratic and kind of like, aggressive. And I feel like I can say that. I mean, that's my interpretation from when I was around him. And I remember even one time when I remember going to a bar that Sheena invited me to, and it was like this lounge bar area, and it was Kristen, and it was Jax, and Tom, and Katie, and everybody was there. And I remember posting a photo on Instagram of us together, and Jax was telling Sheena and everybody, this guy just wants to get on the show. No, girl. No, I did not. And I also wouldn't want to, I mean, they have a lot. It takes a lot to put yourself out there on a reality TV show. They've all had their moments where, the cameras have picked up times where it's embarrassing for all of them. Yes, they get a hefty paycheck, but I just don't think I would ever want to put myself in that situation. I am curious though, going into season 10, because there's so much to look forward to. It looks like Lala Kent has made her stance known when it comes to Tom and Katie, that she does not like Tom Schwartz. She does not, think that he is the best guy. She said that he's not a bad guy, but she also said, keep him away from me, because we talked about this before. Jax was throwing a Father's Day party and was asking Lala if it's okay if Tom Schwartz comes over, which I wouldn't ask her to begin with. It's not her house, it's your house. And she's like, it's okay, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be I believe her words were, a bitch to him, which I don't get it. I mean, if you guys, again, going back to our Spilling Tea Live LA location, if you guys did make it, I'm sure you met Tom. He was working the room. He was saying hi to everybody. He's an absolute sweetheart. It just sounds like the marriage thing didn't work out for them. It sounds like Katie wanted different things. She wanted to be, the central focus in the marriage, that's not a bad thing. She wanted him to put just as much attention that he puts into his friendships and business and everything else into her. And that's normal. And she deserves that. And there is somebody out there who will give that to her. But I'm saying for him, I don't look at Tom Schwartz like a bad guy. And I for damn sure don't look at Katie like she's bad at all. I think that they're both amazing. They're both sweethearts. I am, however, looking forward to the new season of Vanderpump Rules. Again, bravo, where are the cameras? So guys, go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts about this? I'm glad that Katie confirmed that there was no infidelity within their marriage. That makes me feel happy for them, because it makes it seem like it would be easier to split up. But I do want to hear your unfiltered opinions. So go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye guys. Love you.